Hey, this is Robyn. I just wanted to make a video about my painting Universal Womb, which I painted last year. It's oil on canvas and it measures 30 by 40. So just to give you the scale of this painting, I'm going to try to get actually in here. Hey, I don't know if you could see me, but I wanted to talk about this painting because I have a story about this painting and I've been meaning to do a video on it and I just haven't done it, and it just sold, and I thought, what better time to make a video about this while I still have it in my possession. So this painting has an interesting story because first of all, it happened, the painting was upside down. Imagine this image didn't exist, and what I used to do was I would start with a brown wash when I painted and then sort of play around with it and find an image in it. And that's what I did with this canvas. And what happened was when I was playing with the image, I saw something and I didn't really want to paint what I was seeing. And I remembered that we can change our story, this whole belief that in our lives, we have choices and our life is like a story. And we can change our story. And there's a transformative power to art in particular, because we can change, we can paint something that we're feeling or that we know, and we can take it and transform it and actually create something healing from something that was painful. So with this, the first image that came out for me was actually something, it reminded me of pain, and I didn't want to paint pain. Not that it's wrong or anything, a lot of times it's cathartic, and a lot of my paintings from the past, and I may still paint that way, who knows, a lot of my paintings from the past, I needed to paint that way. I needed to get out certain things, and that's, that was perfectly valid, normal, and a lot of artists need to, our art is our voice, and every artist has a different purpose, for their painting, what it means to them. Their meaning's going to be different. So, but what this is to me is I wanted to paint something positive that would transform what I was feeling, and what I was feeling was as a result of, there was a surgery that I went through, and I wanted to understand how to process my feelings around that surgery, which had to do with, my my womb area. And so I actually did a shamanic journey, because shamanism is my path, and I was given this image in the journey. So what I did is I took the image that I had been doing that I didn't really want to turn into a painting. I took the canvas, turned it upside down, and then I saw this. It was the image that was given to me in the shamanic journey, kind of shown to me, not exactly like this, but very close. So this is in my studio. You see my shells, like on the bottom of my, I have these shells. Anyway, that's just because I live near the water on an island. So this painting is called Universal Womb, and this image was given to me in a shamanic journey. I feel like it was a great gift, because in doing this painting, it was so transformative for me in changing the way I was feeling, the pain I was feeling around the surgery that I had, and all of the feelings that brought up, which had to do with me being woman, which had to do with the divine feminine, which had to do with my creativity. And when I did this painting, it felt like all that power, that creative power, came flooding back to me. And it was so powerful for me to do this painting. And there's a lot here. I mean, for me, I look at it, universal womb is that the universe itself is a womb, because it's birthed, in all aspects of that word. birthed, I don't know, however you want to take it. It has birthed planets and life, and particularly, here on Earth, our lush, beautiful planet with all its creatures, all its trees and plants and herbs and medicine, and the rich, fertile soil, and all the beings that live in the earth, on the earth, humans, clouds and sun and moon and stars, and our air, fire, water, all of the elements, everything. We live in such a beautiful, rich, fertile place, and I have great reverence and respect for our planet, and I would love to see people really honor that. We have a lot to learn from indigenous people around the world who practice different spiritual practices that honor the cycles of life, the cycles of nature, and that honor the earth and take care of it. Because here in our very modern Western culture, we don't really do that. So, we're starting, some of us recycle, a lot of us don't. Anyway, there's all this stuff I could go on about that, but I'm not going to, because I want to get back to the painting and what it meant to me. So here I did this painting, and there were different phases of it. I have different, photos of it in different phases, but here is the final image. And to me, it's almost, I look at it in different ways, like that big aqua colored swirling thing is almost like the universe, and the universe is holding this goddess archetype, this divine feminine archetype, with the breasts that feed, that nourish. And that's what Mother Earth is all about. Mother Earth, we take care of Mother Earth, and she will take care of us, and she will provide us. She provides us with everything we need if we just don't poison her, Anyway, from a spiritual standpoint, to me, this reminds me of a shamanic journey, the different worlds, the lower world, middle world, upper worlds. There's this staircase in the arm that, is kind of like, there's a lot of things I see when I'm in journey state. There are many ways to get up and down from the different worlds. There could be flying, there could be a staircase. There could be just, going, sliding down tunnels, whatever it is. It's very vivid and interesting when I'm journeying. And I know everybody's journeys are different. I'm just talking about my own and all the colors. And so in the womb of this divine feminine figure, and I could take it to be a very personal meaning, which is that I am artist. Here's a canvas, and which actually holds a painting that looks like this painting, kind of. And also women can be bearer of children. Now, I don't have children, but I do art, and art is that's what I'm leaving behind in this lifetime. I also have cats. Anyway, so there's a cat image. There's a tree. You can probably see the tree, but the base of the tree, that pink area down there, is a nose of tiger, and tiger is very important to me in my life, as is owl. Owl's up there by the moon. So I've got the moon, I've got the sun, I've got the tree, I've got fire, water. It's like all of the elements are here, and this is all about this womb of fertility and fecundity and creativity and life that gives birth in many ways. Every time we make something new, whether we're a mother giving birth to a human child, or we're an artist giving birth to a painting, or we're a scientist giving birth to a new idea, or we're an author giving birth to a new book, whatever it is you bring into being that did not exist before you brought it into being, you are a creator and one who gives birth, who has given birth to whatever you brought into being that did not exist before you brought it into being. So that's what this painting's all about. It is about creation. It is about the power of each and every one of us to be a creator, to be a manifester, to be a mother. And that's not gender specific. That is for everybody, man and woman and everybody in between. You know, I mean, gender is so, it's so labeling because all of us are everything. That's my belief anyway. Oh, this painting is so much, and I wanted to include the colors, the orange around the womb area to be kind of like the, that root chakra that, actually the second chakra is I think some call it the womb chakra, but it's, that's only in some religions they use chakras. But this painting was given to me in a shamanic journey, and I ended up creating it, and it brought me power, it brought me peace, it brought me a sense of peace, really, about being a creator in whatever way that happens for me. Because with the surgery that I had, I was, I no longer had the ability to bear children, which is not something I ever planned in this lifetime anyway. I always kind of knew I would not be a mother, because my art took such precedence in my life. And that's okay. I believe there are many women who don't feel called to be mothers, and that's fine. That's part of natural population control. That's just my personal belief. But this painting is about being a creator, and that all of us have that power to bring into being things that did not exist before. And whether it's a human baby or whether it's an idea, a thought, a painting, a work of art, a book, a song, whatever it is. And, this painting happens to contain, a couple of animal helpers that help me. But, yeah, I wanted to include all the colors, and it's kind of cool. I love that it just kind of evolved. Even though it was given to me in a journey, the basic image, I did not draw it out. I really kind of, just found it in the wash that it existed from the previous painting I was starting to do, when I turned the canvas upside down. And then I saw this, and I saw, this is how it can come about, that painting I was shown in a journey. So this is it, Universal Womb. And it's really all about just the, it's all about creativity, and it's about fertility. It's about each one of us having within us that fertile soil to bring into being things that did not exist before, to bring into being new works of art, whatever it is, to birth. Every one of us has the ability to give birth to something. And that is what Universal Womb is all about. It's also about, the greater universe. It's kind of a representation of the universe as the divine feminine. But it's also about each one of us as very powerful creators that each one of us can step into being at any moment, any day, in any way. We have this beautiful ability as human beings to create, and to not destroy, but to create, to give life, not to bring destruction, but to give life. This painting is about life. Peace and blessings to all.